Well, listen, everybody. We want to talk about some serious stuff. We want to get into the details here.
All right.
This last week, we put up a documentary. Normally, we put up a skit. A minute and a half skit. Got a laugh out of me. But not this week. This week, serious documentary came out. Kountdown to Kutaragi. Both with K's. Countdown. That way you know I edited it. So now it's clear.
Well, I heard you didn't work alone. See, I have a Countdown to Kutaragi conspiracy.
Oh.
Yes. I'm working on my own video about it. KKK coming out
Pointing
soon.
out
Very
certain things within the documentary?
Yes.
Huh?
Things that weren't clean.
The Kutaragi...
unsavory.
The Countdown to Kutaragi video as it is now, I really like it. I think you did a wonderful job, Rocco.
Thank you.
Kudos to Rocco. He did work alone.
Oh.
I was joking.
Oh.
I was joking.
I was joking, too.
Nobody
we
else
all worked on the video.
Nobody else helmed that. It was only Rocco, the captain of the ship. He sailed us to clear waters.
I like
Good
that
job.
long-form, behind-the-scenes style.
Yeah. You like that?
That 20 minutes flies by, man.
Cool.
That's quick.
You know, doing documentary work is easier said than done. Sometimes it's hard to find a story to tell when you just have real-life footage. I feel, that's just my personal opinion, but I think you honestly have a natural talent for it.
Thank you.
For doing documentary videos. I think...
Awesome.
Yeah, the videos you do are really good.
Thank you.
All of them.
This one reminded me of the first 48.
First 48.
What's
What
that?
was that again?
It's where
Is it the murder
there's
show?
a murder,
Oh, yeah.
and it counts down to the
Yeah.
deadline of the 2-day point where
That
they
show's
just
stressful.
give
That's
up.
a stressful show.
Wow.
I feel like I've never seen that show where they actually caught the guy. It's always like, well,
Oh,
I've just never seen one.
Yeah.
Do they do it often?
I say half the time they catch the guy.
Yeah.
And like,
Really?
it's always a guy like breaking down. Like he thought he'd get away with it,
And he admits
2
it.
days later he didn't.
He's a
you know?
dummy.
Yeah, I think he envisioned himself being on the run for like his whole life now,
Yeah.
and then like bam,
Yeah,
caught.
that sounds like a
He's like, I could only do it for
blast.
2 days.
Yeah.
Well, all you gotta do is kill somebody. Don't come after me. Thank you very much.
Being on the run, man.
I couldn't do it.
Losing your whole identity.
You know, there's a show like that called... I don't even know if it is still around. Maybe it only had one season. I almost got away with it. And they basically interview these guys in jail, and they tell the craziest fucking stories. They basically find some guy who was on the run for like 5 years, and it's like, what was it like? And he just talks about all the moments where they almost caught me and didn't, but eventually they did. And you know that's happening, so it's really
Yeah.
fascinating.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That sounds
It's
cool.
basically, every episode is just about who has the biggest balls. That's it. I almost got away with it. It's just like the ballsiest guys on the run. There was one dude who, he had a talent for just impersonating different careers. So he was in the military and impersonated being like a 5-star general and did that for like a year and a half.
What?
And then he became like a city planner for Los Angeles by pretending to be an architect. Architect, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
brain fart. I know that word. And he actually left the job in Los Angeles when they started looking into, like, who is this guy? What's his background? He faked getting a job proposal from the White House. And L.A. was like, oh, you're moving on to bigger and better things? All right, we don't need to look into him. He's
And
not
he
even,
dropped it.
Yeah, he's not even going to work here next month. He's going on to work for the government. Don't worry about it. And the most
great.
impressive thing, all that sounds really impressive, but the one that impressed me the most, he flees and goes to Canada at one point, and he pretends to be a conductor and calls up the local symphony up there and actually conducts an opera.
What?
But they gotta know he doesn't know what he's doing.
No! He's like, I basically scheduled my concert and I had 2 weeks to prepare, and I went and I rented every video I could find of symphony footage, and I just studied the maestro, and I just got up there and I just
winged it.
Wow.
Yeah, I winged it, and I had the time of my life, and nobody knew, and I was just sitting there being like, this guy has the biggest fucking balls on earth.
Well,
Who does this?
Recently in the news, Obama was giving a speech at Nelson Mandela's funeral, and there was
yeah.
an interpreter doing sign language on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Who was just making it
She
up.
She didn't know how to sign
It
language.
was a dude.
Yeah, it was the dude.
It was a guy. He was making it up, and they caught him. And he had been busted for doing this like years prior. And all
Yeah,
that.
but he was doing it for Obama.
Yeah,
Right? It was
he
for
was
Obama?
standing 5 feet away from the president.
Bullshitting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How
And
did
if he
he
was
do-
that much of a liar, I mean, he could have been a secret
How
assassin.
did he do it for that long?
Just because where these events were, there's like maybe 1 or 2 deaf people in the audience who just don't say anything.
Go
figure.
Anyway.
Crazy.
So, Kutaragi's Way documentary.
Yeah. That shit.
Was, we had, so, in making our Kutaragi's Way video, we had more behind the scenes than any other video. We had hours of stuff. And it just seemed like, it just occurred to me, the reason why I edited it in the way that I did, was it just occurred to me that just about every year, mostly every year, we do videos for the Game Developers Conference. We will do a video that we work on right up until the day we leave to San Francisco and go there. And then we'll have basically like 24 hours to film the rest of it with a guest and turn it in the next morning. And it's always a down-to-the-wire situation.
That's always how it's been with all our previous guests.
Yeah,
Miyamoto, Kojima.
Yeah, exactly.
Gabe Newell.
Yeah,
Yes.
and so that's happened so many times, but it dawned on me, it was like, we've never really shown that.
Yeah.
You know, like we've just never, that no one knows that we do that. So I just thought, well, let's show them every step of it until the last second that it's turned in. So I thought that would be fun. And there was something that everyone was saying last week, and I just wanted to clear this up. When I was originally putting it together, I clipped it down to all the like usable footage that we had. And normally once I do that, we have like 20, 25 minutes of footage. And then I'll edit that to the best 5 minutes. This time we had 2 hours of stuff. But there is no extended version of the Kutaragi's Way thing. Because there are a lot of people who are like, when are we going to see the full thing? But there is no... What you got was it. And if the 2 hours was just basically what you saw but not cut together, you know. But normally, again, when you have it finish the edit, there's no, you know, again, like 20, 25 minutes of stuff. This time there was 2 hours. So that's what I think it was Sean or somebody brought it up, that there was 2 hours.
It was
in
me.
there. But that's raw footage, you know. What were we going to say?
No, I was going to say that it was me saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we were talking about, there's some stuff that maybe did make it to the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
But we'll probably see the light of day at some point.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
There were a few things that were really funny that went on, you know, 10-minute tangents that didn't have to do. We pranked somebody at one point during filming, and it's hilarious.
I remember that.
But it's like 12 minutes long, and it didn't have to do with Kutaragi's Way, so that wasn't left in. And we'll put that out at some point.
Easter eggs, maybe.
You'll see anything worth seeing, you'll see it. But there is no longer version of this particular thing. But anyway, I'm just happy people enjoyed it as long as it was.
Yeah.
That's awesome, because I thought people were going to check out at 22 minutes, but we saw articles written about it on Polygon and Kotaku and Destructoid.
That blows me away.
That blows me for a behind the scenes video. That never happened. So I'm really stoked that so many people enjoyed the story. You know, and
so many people are
enjoyed it.
interested in how we make our product, which is cool.
And plus, you get to see Kutaragi like trying to act and like learn how to do the stuff.
Well, and
It's
having
really cool.
fun with it too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he was like really enjoying the time he got to spend in front of the camera.
And you get to see the origin of the famous wink that has gone on to have a life of its own.
Which, afterthought on Sean's part.
Man, I'm glad I said that.
Do you ever think
I
that
know.
wink
Yeah.
would become so popular?
What's that?
You ever think that wink would become so popular?
No. But I'm really glad I suggested it.
See, you see it in the behind the scenes. Sean throws that in as they're about to leave,
Yeah, well,
and Sean
we got
goes,
him here.
"Yeah,
I
do
even
you want
was
to wink?"
like second guessing myself, like, is that dumb? I don't know, should we have him do it? Like, it's like such an afterthought.
Yeah.
But that's how I think that's cool that you get to see that in this little documentary. You get to see how shit just gets thrown up in the air and sometimes it sticks to the wall like that. And, and that's how I think we work our best in that type of environment. And I think we've had a lot of practice from years ago when we did that 48-hour film festival.
Yeah.
We've kind of learned that was probably our first instance of that like stressful cramming, get it done. But now we've done it every year with GDC, and I think we all kind of really enjoy that that pressure to get it done quickly.
Yeah.
And we're good at working fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're very.
That's
fast.
probably our best. I really realize after so many years, like, there's things we do great and things we don't. You know, whatever. Everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses. I think our strongest attribute is the speed. I know. I think there's a lot of people that couldn't pull some of the things that people don't even know about that we did like that.
Yeah.
And would never know. You know, even beyond just this Kutaragi video. I think there's some stuff that we could do faster than most people. But anyway.
Oh yeah, we're fast.
Oh, we're fast. We're fast.
You best believe
Fast. We're fast.
Like
in and out.
Sonic.
2 different Fast foods?
Yeah. In-N-Out and
It's
Sonic.
true. Whoa.
Whoa.
Who's faster?
I'm gonna say
Sonic because they have less clientele to serve.
and he only eats chili dogs.
Well, they have to go to your car though. You just park.
Do they serve chili dogs? In
Yeah,
and out?
but
I don't think so.
if you order a drink, they take about 3 minutes to make it nice. If you order food, they just poop on your plate and then
Takes a while to squeeze it out.
yeah. But that once it's done, they just serve it to you.
Yeah. Takes a while to pinch.
Poop.
Yeah,
Poop.
Sonic literally serves fecal matter
On their
and
plates.
tries to pass it as food.
No kidding.
What's
Yeah.
going to be next on the Sonic menu? I'm afraid to ask. Poop.
Anyways,
Anyway,
I hated that word ever since I was a kid.
don't go to what poop.
Poop.